writers. Today I'm talking about why it's so lonely being a writer. Now, most of us who are writers know that writing is a solitary pursuit. Usually when we think of a writer, we think of someone sitting all alone in a room all by themselves, typing away or scribbling away. So that's one reason that writing can be very lonely. However, there's another reason that a lot of writers overlook, and this is the fact that most writers are introverts. Most writers tend to be introverts also with a little bit of social anxiety. So while writing might be something we love and our preferred form of communication, conversations in real life are not always so easy for us. Another reason is that writers tend to be people who can see beyond the masks with other people. We can see more deeply than other people. We can see what people are hiding. A lot of times we might see the shadow in someone when that's something they're trying to hide. So we tend to get very curious and fascinated by the deeper side of life, the darker side of life. And a lot of people aren't interested in that, which can make us feel misunderstood and alienated. It's hard to find other people who share these same interests. So all of this combined together, being introverted, seeing past the mask, seeing the deeper side of life, being curious and fascinated by the dark side of life, all of these things combine to make us feel a lot of times like we're totally weird and there's no one else out there like us. And then on top of that, we're interested in writing, which is something that you usually do on your own. So it can be very hard to find other people like us. However, that doesn't mean that writers don't long for connection and community, because we most definitely do. And writers can really benefit from connection and community. It can go a long way when you meet other people like you, other introverts who are interested in the deeper side of life, the darker side of life. Now, this is one of the reasons that every year I do a silent writing program that kind of goes along with NaNoWriMo, but also if you're not doing NaNoWriMo, it can function as an alternative. This year, I'm doing 30 days of silent writing in November. So it's going to be 30 days of silent writing over Zoom. You can attend as many sessions as you want or as few sessions as you want, depending on your schedule. And we will also have a Facebook group so that writers can post about their progress, ask questions, and maybe most importantly, meet other writers. I can't tell you how many friendships I've seen formed, how many spin-off groups I've seen formed around my classes and programs, because people usually show up to the Facebook group and they're really pleasantly surprised, like, oh, here are other people like me, other people who are kind of weird, who are kind of into the dark side of life, other writers, other creative people. Here I thought I was the only one, and there's a whole group. So if this sounds like something that may work for you, and again, my program, I know Nano really focuses on word count, reaching that 50K. My program doesn't focus on word count. It's more about the time that you put toward your writing. So like I said, we're going to be meeting on Zoom every day, but you don't have to meet with us every day if that feels too overwhelming or that won't work with your schedule. You're also welcome to show up and keep your camera off if that feels more comfortable for you. We're going to have a lot of introverts in this group, a lot of highly sensitive people, and a lot of times having the camera on is too uncomfortable. This is really a program that's going to be flexible with your needs. It's 30 days of writing in November. It's called the 30-Day Writing Challenge. That's all it is 30 days of writing in November. Come when you want, come when works for you. Check out the Facebook group. You also don't need to be part of the Facebook group if that sounds better, but you will meet other writers and you will challenge yourself to meet your own writing goals through the 30-Day Writing Challenge. I'm going to be opening up registration in just a few more days on October 29th. But until then, I'm going to make another video talking about some of the problems that writers face, specifically how to get past the fear of starting. That is another huge one for writers. How do I get past the fear of starting? I know I want to write my book. I know I have my creative work inside of me, but getting past that starting point and into actually doing it is just the hardest part. So please stay tuned for that next video, and also sign up for my newsletter if you'd like to be notified when this program opens, when the registration is open. You can find my newsletter link below, and if you have any questions at all, please feel free to contact me through the contact form on my website. Thanks so much, everyone, and I'll see you next time for how to get past the fear of starting.